What's up, everybody? It is 9 p.m. Wednesday night, and it is your favorite thing to do on a Wednesday. It is your Mike and Mish show. What's up, Mike?
What's going on, man? Chilling at the house way too much lately.
Chilling at the house way too much lately because you're in a house full of sicklies, Mike. Sicklies. What the hell is that all about?
I don't know. These kids, they go to school, and there's all these little snot-faced kids running around. Every time I go to pick up my daughter, they run up to me, and they're like, "What are you in? The Navy?" You know, and they have like this snot streak across their face, like they've just been running at full speed for the last 2 hours in the cold weather. You just snot's just frozen to their face.
You just stiff leg them.
Yeah, I do. I try to get away from me. Get away from here. And then my kids come home with whatever diseases that they happen to give her, and then they pass it on to me.
Well, we got a good show for everybody tonight. We got back-to-back guests coming on. We're going to do that in a minute. We have Jake Brutal Bostwick coming on first, and then we're going to follow him up with a fast riser who made his debut last week in New Orleans and got himself a fourth round finish, my bad, against Brandon Shavers. We're going to have Bryce, Baba Yaga, Henry on. So we're really excited to talk to that kid. Also excited to talk to Jake, of course, because he's always an exciting guest to have on here. But before we do any of that, let's get our sponsors a little shout out here. Here we go. The greatest commercial in the history of fucking commercials.
Norcom Mortgage and Michael Mish are delivering the American dream to those who serve America, helping veterans obtain the dream of home ownership. They offer programs that include no money down, no first-time homebuyer requirement, 100% cash-out refinances, rehab loans. They can help you purchase a home, purchase a condo, refinance an existing mortgage, create a dream home with rehab loan. To learn more, visit www.michaelmish.norcommortgage.com or call 860-884-2103.
To learn more gets me every single time. And if you guys have anything that you need to learn about mortgages, you need loans, you need to talk to Mike Mish at Norcom Mortgage, 860-884-2103. Mike is licensed in 38 states, including Florida, including California, Texas, the big markets, where people want to go retire and buy some beautiful homes. Go hit up Mike, and he will help you out in becoming a home owner. And we also have Condemned Labz. Check out Condemned Labz. They have great supplements. They have great fat burners, pre-workouts. The Convict pre-workout is the shit. I've been trying it, and people at work been using it. They sent me a sample. We're all trying it out. You get the tinglies. You go in and you get in there and you do some work in the gym. Use promo code Mike and Mish and get 10% off your purchase there. Check out Bareknuckle Corn Snacks. It's at What's Poppin' Corn Snacks on Instagram. Go check them out. Their information's in the link in their bio, and they have tons of different flavors and crazy different flavors of popcorn. All the good, tasty stuff. You can go home and burn something and then eat some popcorn. Then check out BKBetShark. This guy has been making money for a lot of people betting on bare knuckle fighting. So go to his Instagram at BKBetShark. All his information is in the bio there, and he has options. You can sign up and you can follow him along, and you can just mirror his bet cards, his bet slips, and you can try to make some money along with the BKBetShark. And last but not least, you see it on our shirt. You see it on Mike's sweatshirt there, Guerrilla Warfare Apparel. I believe they sponsor both fighters that are coming on the show tonight. GuerrillaWarfareApparel.com. Use the promo code Mike and Mish. Buy yourself some cool shit. Buy yourself a Brutal Bostwick t-shirt and support this next guy who's coming on the show right now. And he's going to be fighting probably the biggest fight of his career, I would say. This would launch him right into title contention here if he beats if he beats Isaac Doolittle.
Richie, didn't he?
He did fight Richie.
That's a big one too.
Here he is, Brutal Jake Bostwick. What's up, brother?
Hey, what's going on, my people?
This guy, always high energy. What's up, man? How are you?
I'm doing very well, man. How are you? See my new painting? Whoa.
Whoa,
Oh,
no, you know what? We saw that. I saw
That's
that
nice.
you did a
Yo.
video. Oh man, that thing
I
is
like
so
that.
sick.
Shout out to Andrew Cotton, man, bro.
How is that made?
Sorry.
I'm looking at like the style of the painting. You're talking about the painting of yourself,
Yeah,
right? Not
right
the
there.
painting of
Yeah, this one.
the. How was that made? Like it's the texture. It
Okay,
looks like
so,
it's textured or something.
Should I put? Can I put the camera up close? You see
Yeah,
the
sure.
texture?
Yeah, sure.
Check it out.
So like, it's like he's painted it, and then there's like a print. You see how it's like?
Oh, it's like ripped up.
Shit, I love that.
You see how he done it here? It's like bloody on the knuckles.
Oh, that is something, man. That is awesome.
Bloody in the knuckles. You know?
What's
And
the
it's
artist
big.
name?
Like, yo, it's like legit 2 times the size of me. Like,
It's huge.
Like, look
I
at,
saw
look
you.
at my fist. Like my fist.
Oh wow. Holy
Like
shit.
it's massive. It's big.
That thing is awesome.
Man, so I saw you post a video with the artist that made it the other day, and you were he was like holding it up on the floor next to like stood up next to you, and you could see how huge that thing. Very cool, man. Was that a gift or was that something that you wanted made?
Something that we negotiated something, and just
dude,
sorting out some awesome art, and
fucking awesome.
Absolutely fucking amazing.
Well, dude, you know, you got to celebrate coming off your last win back in London. You got to fight in your home country. You got in your hometown basically back then against a dude like Chris Fishgold, who is like a decorated mixed martial artist. You went in there and legit. He was a former Cage Warriors champion, multiple time defending that title, went over to the UFC for 4 or 5 fights. That's a legit fighter. You went out there and looked better than ever against him that night. Why don't you talk a little bit about your last fight before we get into your last one? What was different about your preparation going into that one? Was your mind state in a different spot going into that one? Because you look better than ever.
Always, brother. For any of the fighters that go in and like don't do what they do in the gym, they're not there, bro. Like, I've been on this journey, mate, 17, 18 years. I've had a lot of fights, a lot of losses, and I've never had doubt in myself. It's like, I know my ability. I believe any man in front of me, and I'm in like 100% there. I'll beat any man. Like, I'm 100% confident. I have that belief in myself. I do. But it was like, you know, I had eating problems and eating habits. I've always been big and, you know, just trying to find and figure out myself. I've always been crazy, mate. You know, it really has. But for the first time in a long time, mate, it's just like everything's just so fucking clear, mate.
That's great.
It's just like, it's right there, you know? So, yeah, just got me head screwed on. Yeah, man, coming for gold, coming for it all, mate. Like, yeah. So obviously, when I showed up with Fish Gold, you even see me after the first round, I was like warming up, and I was smiling. I was having fun. I come out rapping to the music. I don't ever do that. I'm always so amped up. I was like, man, I think I have some fun, bruv. Like, I'm here, I'm in London, I'm with my boys. Let's have a little tear up, you know? It's another Saturday night on the door, whatever. And I had so much fun with it, and that was the outcome. And I'm gonna be doing the same thing in March, mate.
It was very impressive. Like I said, it was as good as you've ever.
Like,
Yeah.
Compare that to like the lane. Compare that to the other shit. Like,
nah, it was different. It was definitely different.
That was someone else there, mate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you were comfortable throwing your combos. You were sucking the life right out of him. You hit him with a double jab into a combo, and he
double
like
jab, and he put his hands up. And I was instantly like, you do that, bro. You got the sides. You got
man.
Boom, just put that right hook in there.
Took the body right out of him.
Saw it. I was looking at it. I saw it all. Could see it all, brother.
You had the glow. You had the Last Dragon glow.
The last,
man.
Dude, check
felt
that
nice.
out.
You know, it really.
The Last Dragon
felt good. It was like, fuck me, I showed up. Yo, it took me a long time, man, but I showed up, bro. That was it. You know, I was scared. I was nervous. Thought in my head, you know, what happens if he catches me, knocks me out? Like, I got to just stay on my game. You know, and
you were hyping the crowd up,
with, like, not ease, but like I've done that super comfortably, and I was just like, damn.
When it was over, you were like you were hyping the crowd up. You're let's fucking go to everybody. You probably had family and friends and whatnot there, right?
I did. But honestly, as much as that's for everyone as well, it was for me, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, I got such support from everyone, man. Like, everyone believes in me. Everyone wants me to do well. And, you know, I fuck up or I do some bullshit, you know? And it's like, I was just like, you know, like, oh, let's go. Like, that's it. This is it. You know, this is what I've been working for, bruv. This is what I've been sacrificing my entire life for. Broken bones, injuries, cuts. Bruv, you have no idea, mate. Well, you maybe do, but like you know, fuck, crazy.
Dude, your mind state is great right now. And like you said, like you were always big. There was a point in your career where you were just fucking humongous, like looking like a power lifter, you know what I mean?
I was 240, mate. I was
Yeah.
eating like Taco Bell every day. Like,
and like nowadays, it seems like you're extremely comfortable right around that fighting weight. I don't know how much bigger you get other than, you know, when you're not fighting, or how heavy do you get in between fights right now?
Honestly, the heaviest I got recently, again, I did go off track, just whatever, life. I was about 212, which ain't crazy.
Okay. Which isn't
212,
crazy.
You know?
Yeah, that's not crazy to cut
but
to
like
175.
losing my abs and stuff, and it's like, damn, don't like that, you know? And then bro, it's like crazy, like, don't want to take my shirt off, and like, it's horrible, you know? And it's just like, fuck, get back on my shit. You know, now I'm like shirtless 24/7. I earn this. Yes, I work hard, you know.
Well, dude, here you are going to Delray Beach, Florida, and you're going to be fighting Isaac Doolittle. A lot of people didn't see this fight getting made. This is a great fun matchup for us fans, but also styles make fights, and you guys are both dogs in there. You watched what he did against Mike Richmond in there. You obviously know that he's a go forward fucking, you know, honey badger of a fighter. He is relentless.
Yep.
But you're pretty relentless yourself. How excited are you to have this opportunity to fight a guy like him?
Fucking excited, son. Yeah, boy. I am 100% ready for everything he's got to throw at me. It's definitely, yeah. I'm going to be clean, going to do my thing, mate. Know exactly how I've got to move, how I've got to do what I do in the gym, son.
Where does a win like this, like
that puts me straight in for title contention, right?
Right.
I'll be shouting up for the belt anyway. Like, what else is going on? If I stop this dude, I stop two people back to back, and like people are gonna really see what's up, you know? And it's like, what now? So
have you changed anything about the way you train nowadays? As obviously you train different heading into the Chris Fishgold fight. Everything was more clear for you. You said you were eating cleaner, you were more focused in the gym and everything like that. Has anything changed from that fight to this one, or are you just carrying it on?
Honestly, stylistically, I feel I found my groove, and I think that's what I was lacking. You know, it was my footwork. Again, just go back to my lane shit. Sitting on my front foot, just sitting heavy there. Yeah, I walked into that fight at 204, sitting on that front leg. Like, what was that shit? Nah, man, it's like in and out, lateral, loose movement. Yo, I thought with pure motion, you know what I mean? It's just like mental. It's not, that's not this, and especially with Bareknuckle, you can't just stand in the pocket and brawl. You got to be super loose. Palomino's a prime example of his movement, angles, you know. Conor Tierney, you know, boom, moving, a lot of in and out. Like, you got to be slick with it, in and out movement. You can't, it's not boxing. This game ain't boxing, mate.
Yeah.
It's its own shit. And, you know, I've adapted to that. I'm man, from my MMA background with the clinch and holding the head, that's so easy for me, mate. I'll grab your head and rip that shit, like, no problem. It's not even, you know, you come against a boxer, like I've sparred with boxers and then you grab the head and they don't even know what's up. You know, and there's people that in Bareknuckle that don't use the clinch and grab the head and stuff. And it's like, capitalize on that stuff with this Bareknuckle stuff, you know?
I think people are finally realizing that this is not boxing because they see the stand-up. They know it's just punching. You can't take down.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember getting into, not arguments, but, you know, back and forths with people I don't even know on Facebook or wherever, being like, dude, they're like, oh, you beat him in MMA and this is a boxer. This is boxing. And it's like, dude, it's not boxing. It's different. I get it. You are standing up and punching, but I know it looks similar, but it's not. It's different. It has a different pace. There's different rules. You can dirty box. It's different. It's just
so different.
You can't block the same.
You can't block the same. You got to be more accurate when you throw your punches because you don't have that pillow on your hand that's going to connect. You got to land precise shots. You could slip a punch through the hands. You can't block the same. There's so much to it.
It's this and footwork
so much
and
to
moving.
And you can see, like, say Jake Lindsay, right? Because he's fighting soon. When he fought Finley really likes to use that defense. You know, he likes to put his hands up, and I feel like that's one of his worst carryovers from boxing because he does that when he gets in trouble in bare knuckle, and it does not work for him, and he does get caught a lot. And that Jake Lindsay, when he did that in Jake Lindsay fight, it was like, oh well, no, that's not going to work. And he fought Caleb Harris too, and he did the same thing. And it's not the same. It is not the same.
So March 17th is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Delray Beach.
I love it, man. I love it. So
fireworks, son.
what I like about you, Jake, is that we've watched your career in this sport. We've seen your MMA career, but in this sport, we've watched you evolve. And this is just the next step in that evolution of Jake Bostwick, where after watching your last fight against Fishgold, I can't wait to see how you do against a guy like Isaac Doolittle, because he is a top level contender in 2 different divisions now. And a win like this just catapults you, like you said, right into that conversation. Or if not in a title conversation, maybe you run it back with the former 175-pound champ, Francisco Ricci. Maybe you get that one back, and that's your step towards the title. You know what I mean? It could be something like that.
Mate, we're heading towards that way.
You know,
so we'll see what happens after this. After this madness, St. Patrick's Day, some beers and bare knuckle fighting. Bro, what else you want to do on a Friday night?
That stadium's outdoors.
As far as I'm aware.
That's pretty cool. If it rains, they have a little tarp over it, like the WrestleMania setup.
I don't know how that would be. Yeah. Could be dancing out there, you know. Hopefully it's a cool night and like no condensation and like nice, you know. Hopefully there's some airflow. Because there's been outdoor events and campuses can be slippy. So that's the only thing I've already thought of. If it is outside, I know where it can be. I fought outside a couple of times. So,
Jake, you have a huge opportunity coming up in a company that is continuing to grow. You saw the news today. What is a guy like yourself who's been riding with this company for the last few years and making your own name in this company? How awesome is it to see them bring in even more bigger names into the company and having even more eyeballs on the sport that you're growing into and growing to love? Bringing in a guy like Luke Rockhold and Eddie Alvarez, 2 former world champions, that's just more fans, more of a crowd taking a look at what you guys are doing here.
Yeah. Honestly, I think it is awesome. It's just bringing more eyes to the company. The company's still fresh and we're starting like to grow it, and now they're bringing big names in, and yeah, man, it's awesome to be a part of it. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, like the Luke Rockhold, that's cool. That's super interesting. That matchup, wow, that's
Now, do you see something like that and take a look at Mike Perry and Luke Rockhold and your eyes light up and you're like, ooh, I could see myself 2-3 fights from now. I'm going to fucking get one of those 2.
100%. Yeah, of
man.
course. Yeah. No, at the end of the day, man, like
chomping at the bit.
Go all the way, bro. Like, I'm going all in, mate. Like, I'll come this far now. It's kind of sunk in a bit. Like, I understand. It's just like balls to the wall now, mate. So yeah. Do my best to come in and stop everyone in front of me and really do what I believe and know that I can do. And I've done it. Just been off the wagon, mate. It's just got to lay it back out.
Are we going to see an all-out war on March 17th with you and him, or are you planning on showing the world just how much more you've evolved and getting them out of there early?
You're going to see a very skilled individual. Yeah.
You got a prediction for that fight? Do you want to do that?
Prediction for myself?
Do you do predictions?
Honestly, yeah. I I believe I will knock him out within 2 rounds.
Ooh.
Honestly, I feel like, I don't know. I just feel like with all the moving, whatever, it's gonna bing fall on something. You know, I feel I'm so on my P's and Q's, mate. Like, I'm so sharp. I'm hitting so hard. I am on my shit. Like, it doesn't matter what's in front of me. I'm coming at it, bruv. Like, I really am.
You fell into that
hungry.
groove.
I'm hungry, man. You
hit
know,
that,
like,
you hit that groove, man.
fuck,
Now
like-
you're just riding in it.
you know?
Like Mike
So,
said,
yeah,
I don't
no,
know.
Sorry.
I don't know if you've ever seen the movie that Mike referred to earlier. It's called The Last Dragon. It's from the 80s. It's a kung fu movie. It's like a Harlem kung fu movie. But in the movie, Bruce Leroy gets the glow. And when he gets that glow, he has this like literal glow around him, but he's unstoppable. Once he gets
You
that
can't
glow,
mess him up. You can't
just
hit
go,
him.
"Pow, pow, pow."
He
just
catches a
fucking
bullet
kills
with
everybody.
his teeth.
That's also
Catches a
That's
bullet
it.
with his teeth.
kind of feels like that. I suppose.
Yeah,
I suppose that's kind of the vibe.
All right,
Yeah,
brother.
it's
Well,
kind of
you
the
get
vibe.
that
Yeah,
glow.
I just want to take it
go-
back real quick. I want to
Yeah.
go back to back to that matchup. Yo, and Eddie Alvarez and
Yeah.
Mendes.
Chad Mendes. Yep.
fireworks, bro. I just wanted to say both of their matchups, fireworks. It is super exciting to see it all. Like, awesome getting names like that on the card. The Luke Rockhold matchup, I don't know. I feel that he's just gonna be way too big for Perry, bro. Like,
You know what you should do?
Foxy's
You
face off.
should after you win this fight,
Mhm.
you should talk to David Feldman and say, "Hey, Darren Till is a free agent from the UFC. Get his ass over here and let me fight him."
Wow, that could be a good sell.
You know, that's what I'm saying. You guys are both from London. You guys are both from the same area. I think this
Damn.
would. I think you and the Scouser, fucking
Not even
Darren
here.
Till would
Oh,
be.
yeah.
Yes,
War
Sell-
it out.
yes.
Wore it out.
Sell out an arena over there, dude.
Yeah,
I
in
think that
London.
would be
Crazy.
huge.
Interesting.
There you go. Where
Yeah,
are we
that
There
is
you
coming
go.
up?
Could be a future matchup right there. That's another UFC star. You know
Yep.
what I mean? Bring him in.
He
See
just
what's
got his
up.
release. He asked for his release from the
Yeah,
UFC. He said he
I
wanted to
heard
do.
that. Someone mentioned that today. Yeah.
I think a Darren Till brutal Bostwick fight in the future with no gloves is fantastic. We're gonna play a game with you
Nice.
before you leave here, and it's
Oh,
called That's Brutal. And then all we're
Okay.
gonna do, we're gonna give you two things. What do we do here, Mike?
So you got to pick which one. All right, neither one of them are going to be good here. So you got to pick one of them. What would you rather do?
Oh,
And,
okay.
they're pretty horrible things, I think, in my
All right.
in my
Up,
opinion.
First
All right.
up. All right. Nails on a chalkboard or rubbing styrofoam?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, either, bro. Bro, I rub my nose on whatever right now.
Oh, that shit doesn't bother you, huh? Doesn't
Nah,
fucking go through
stop.
you. Doesn't make you go.
Brutal Bostwick. You're talking about my nails
Yeah,
on a
see?
chalkboard. Like,
Yeah.
No.
what?
Ain't
That
no
ain't
big-
Hit me
brutal.
with something serious.
Here we go.
There we go.
What? Yeah.
Chinese water torture or waterboarding. Are you familiar with the Chinese water torture?
Oh, I may have heard. No, tell me.
So what they would do back in the day, right? I think it was like 1500s. They would sit like a murderer. They'd put him in a chair and lock his wrists down in the chair, like the electric chair, and they'd have a water, cold ass water, and it would just drip on his head forever. And just drive him absolutely insane.
Just
and
one
it
drop
was
at a
no
time.
like, and there wasn't any like rhythm to it. It would just be a random drip here and there every couple of seconds, 2-3 seconds, and it's freezing cold water. It just drive people insane.
Okay, so that or what?
And then waterboarding is what supposedly the U.S. government would use against terrorists to make them talk. And they'd lay them down. You put a towel over someone's face, and then you pour water over their face. And it makes them feel like they are drowning.
Yeah.
And I had somebody do it to me and I couldn't take it for about not even a second. Like it was it's that horrible, dude. I'm telling you, if
but
have
how long
someone do
gotta
it to you.
for? How long you got to do it for?
Till you talk.
Well, if it's going to be forever, you're going to die with
You're
the
going to
choking,
die.
You know? So I would definitely go with
24
the
hours of
water one,
waterboarding.
so I die real quick, and then I ain't got to suffer for the rest of my life. Makes way sense.
There you go.
Yeah.
Number 3, kneeling in uncooked rice or walking barefoot across Legos.
Oh, kneeling in rice.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
good
that-
choice. You don't want to walk on the Lego.
That's Gucci. Yeah, no, fuck, no, not on my feet.
Number 4,
Baby crying for a full flight or someone snoring next to you for the whole flight?
Oh, I'd rather the snoring.
The snoring, yeah.
You could probably fall asleep right next
Headphones
to
won't really matter.
There you go.
Snuggle right up on him.
Screaming, I can kind of still hear.
Yeah, it's high pitch.
It's loud.
Right. Someone holding on to you during a fight or someone running away?
Yeah. What do you hate?
Oh.
Just hugging you the whole time or just running away from you? Which one?
Which one?
Well, I hate if you run because obviously, yeah, you just left me on my ones. But at the same time, if I'm trying to deliver damage, you're stopping me. Fuck off. What would I hate most? I would hate most the holding on because in the moment I'm going to want to do something. But afterwards, the consequences of my boy running away, we just lost a friendship.
There it is, man. There it is. So, hey, Jake, Brutal Bostwick, Isaac Doolittle. Do we have a graphic for this, Mike? Can we pull up the graphic?
Yes, I do.
March 17th, Delray Beach, Florida. There it is. Look at those two. Hey,
your fire-ass co-main event.
You know what? You got to tell them.
I love the look to this poster.
I know. You got to tell them. You got to update the photo there because you got that new forehead tattoo.
That's right. We've got more ink, more on my chest, more on my arms.
Yeah. So there it is, man. March 17th, Isaac Doolittle, Jake Bostwick, co-main event, title implications, probably. Why don't you say a few final words and I'll let you get out of here, buddy?
First final words. Anyone that wants to come and show face, ticket link is in my bio on my Instagram, Brutal Bostwick. Listen, you're going to see absolute fireworks. I'm ready to show up and show out and deliver a spectacular show. Come on, I'm never in a boring fight. Let's be real. You know, when I show up, you know I'm there. So, I appreciate everyone's support. And if you do come, anyone that does come to the fight, please, please, please bring an English flag. That'd be so lit. We got 2 Brits on there, me and Good John. We want to see some flags around the stands. That'd be so cool. The fan support is everything. It really does. Hearing everyone shout and do their thing, do their noise, helps us entertain you more. So, it does mean a lot to all the fighters, you know. So please show up and be loud. Let's go.
Wait, who's the other Brit on the fight on the card?
I think Tyler Goodjohn might be on there. Might be wrong.
If he is, they have.
Unless I heard wrong.
Okay. Well, I haven't heard. I was looking at the card and I didn't see him on there, and I was going to say, are they going to surprise us with an extra another?
Maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe. All right. Well, dude,
I heard.
Either way.
So hear me. I heard Tyler Goodjohn talking. He's even on his Instagram. It's from his Instagram. So whatever he said is from what I've heard. But yeah, he said something about trying to finalize something about whatever for Delray.
Can't go wrong with Good John.
So, that's what I mean. Comes up, shows up, another Brit. Let's go. You know, we want the support.
There you go. Everybody follow him on all his platforms if you're not already. He's got his referral code at the bottom there. Bareknuckle.tv/Bostwick. Get the app if you haven't already because you don't want to miss this fight. This is going to be a lit card. We wish we could be there in person. We're not going to make this one, but we will see you down the road, Jake. Best of luck to you against Isaac
Thank you so
Doolittle.
much. One last thing. I want to say a massive, massive, massive thank you to Mark 1 Boxing, MK1 Boxing. You guys have been absolutely super supportive, really backing me here, for this, the last few months, up until this fight. And the guys are super cool. So massive thank you to you guys. And obviously Guerrilla Warfare, obviously also been doing that thing. But yeah, let's go. Mad love.
There it is. We'll see you down the road, man. Good luck.
Thank you so much. Nice one, boys.
Thanks.
Oh, whoa.
Whoa, what?
I didn't even thank you guys for having me on the show. Come on, son.
Hey, you don't need to do that. We know that.
Thank you so much. Listen, it is a blessing. I do appreciate it. It's nice, for me, it gets me out there to talk about my journey and what I've got going on, so I appreciate your time also. So thank you, and I wish you guys a blessed evening.
Thank
you, buddy.
We appreciate
it.
Nice
one, boys. Thank you.
We'll see you next time.
Nice one, boys.
There he is. The brutal one, Jake Bostwick. Now our second guest is in the waiting room right now. He's been waiting a few minutes. Bryce, if you can hear me, There we are. I was gonna say we can't see you. We can't see
Yeah,
you, but
can't
we
see
can see.
Can't see him.
And you all saw him last week make his debut at BKFC. What number was that? 36, 37, 36, 35, 36? Mike, what is it? Help me out here.
So, I'm sorry, what was that?
What BKFC number was that fucking thing? 36?
Yeah, 37.
36.
Sorry. Yep.
36. Yep. BKFC 36. Last week he made his debut against Brandon Shavers. This is a guy who people have been pumping up for a long time. He's only 22 years old. He went out there, he showed up, and he delivered in his debut. Here he is, Bryce Henry, Baba Yaga. What's up, buddy?
Yo. How y'all doing, man?
Yo.
What's up, dude? Bryce, welcome to the show.
What's up, man? How y'all doing, man?
Yeah,
What's up? Look at them belts. Look at them belts.
Look at all that.
Look at them. Go blind walking in there.
Look at you, dude. Medals, belts, all that stuff.
You have to wear shades in there.
For real, man. This shit shiny. I can't forget, man. All this.
I gotta say, I don't know about that Dolphins over there. I don't know about that, but see, we're New Englanders, we're Patriots, so well, you probably have the same hatred for the Patriots that we do for the Dolphins.
Actually, I don't, man. Don't tell my dad, but I only got this up because of him.
What do you like? He's like a secret Dallas Cowboys fan or something, right?
Oh, hell no.
No.
That's my mom, man.
There you go.
Who you
dude?
Got?
Who's your team? Is it the Dolphins? You a Dolphin?
I'm gonna just say Dolphins because I stay by Miami, so I'm gonna say Dolphins.
Yeah. There you go. That's a safer thing to say.
That's kind of how I do like baseball and basketball. I don't really pay attention to that too much, but I gotta stick with the home team.
Yeah, man. I just stick to boxing and Bareknuckle and UFC. That's probably it.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna talk about this here, man, because we've been hearing about you for a minute
since Denver. Since
Denver last October, when Ryan Perez caught us backstage and he was like, "Yo, wait till you see my boy Bryce Henry. This kid's gonna fucking take over." And we're like, "Really? When are we gonna get to see him?" He's like, "You'll see him when you see him, but you're gonna fucking see him."
I got a question for y'all, right?
Yeah.
What did y'all think of me?
I thought that you showed veteran slickness. Veterans, I don't know how else to say this, but other than like you seem like you know what the fuck you've been doing for years, and you're only 22 years old, and it kind of blew my mind because you kind of pulled little tricks in that fight that only like a veteran boxer would pull. Like, you're fighting an MMA fighter and you're a pure boxer, and this dude gets you tight in the clinch against the ropes, and all of a sudden your mouth guard falls to the floor. I know that you might not admit to this, but I think that was a slick ass move for the referee to break you two up and get you to your mouth guard, and then you can reset and implement your fucking plan. Shit like that I was catching in there. And then the straight shots to the chest that you were hitting him with were fucking beautiful. The straight shots to the chest were opening up his ribs, and they were like, oh, I don't know. I was impressed. I'm not gonna sound like a dickhead here, but it was impressive. You could have got him out of there earlier, okay, Bryce? That's all I'm gonna.
Well, I'll say my piece real quick is because Ryan Perez has been chalking you up quite some over the past so many months, right? So I was like, this guy's gonna go in there and he's gonna knock this guy out in seconds, right? I just saw, you know what I mean? He's gonna go in this. That's what I had pictured in my head because I didn't even know you really, because we were trying to look at your Instagram. You had like 5 posts in like 3 years or something, so I had no idea, And then I saw you, and it got through round 1, and I was like, okay, let's see what's going on here. Looks like Shavers might be hanging in. It kind of seemed after the whole fight was over, right? As I'm watching, I'm like, hold on. I do like what you did there because you didn't rush into it. I feel like you didn't go in there just to knock him out and walk out of there. You kind of played your game, learned what he was doing, and then just implemented what you wanted to do and ended the match. When you looked pretty good at when you were done. I mean, you didn't even really look tired or beat up. So that's what everybody wants to do, right?
I think I even get punched clean in the face the whole fight. I got caught with an uppercut, but that was really it. Like, I ain't got no scratches. I got my lips.
I wanted to ask you that now, because you go on the BKFC website and their app and shit, and you could pull up fight results. and they got. I'm going to pull it up because they had him out striking you by like quite a bit on the fucking app. I'm telling you, when I went to pull this up, I was like, wait a second, I don't remember him ever getting really hit that much. And I'm gonna pull it up right now because you're gonna laugh at this. I think you're gonna laugh at this. I think your coach Ryan Perez would absolutely laugh at this.
Yeah, let's see.
As I talk,
I
here we go.
I can get it up on. Did you bring it on the screen? You want me to bring it up?
No. You want to bring it on screen? Okay, so he threw 130 and landed 78 on you, and you landed 61 of 105. Like, I'm not sure. Here we go. This is the. Tell me if you agree with these numbers, there, Bryce.
Yeah, they're fucking lying.
He says, "Oh, they're fucking lying." No. Like you said, allegedly. Bullfrog Actual says in the comments, allegedly. So
yeah, 1 + 1 is 11, huh? Because this shit ain't
right.
right.
It says right there.
Exactly
He hit you 69 times to the head.
Me or the fucking ghost.
Right.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
this goes
to
back.
64.
This
Punches
really
landed. So an even land that was thrown. This is landed. So it was even landed to the head. But so 19 to the body. You hit him 3 times and you knocked him down with one of them.
You hit him more than 3 times to the body. That's
I'm about to say I hit him more to the body than he hit me.
I feel like these numbers might be backwards, actually. To be honest with you. Yeah, but I feel like you might have hit him more than 19 times to the body. So this is going to go back to like me and Mike have talked about the strike count numerous times, and they seem to never really be very accurate. You know what I mean? But like Mike was saying, you kind of looked like you were doing whatever you wanted to do for 3.5 rounds, 4 rounds. Maybe putting on a display for everybody because people have been talking about you a lot. But what they also need to understand is that you weren't even in your actual division.
No, not at all. Actually,
not at all.
I got the phone call and said, "Yo, like from my coach Ryan Perez, shout out to Ryan." And then he said, "Yo, I got a fight for you at 165." And I said, "That's not really my weight class, but I'll do it." I heard people talking of him highly, and like people are scared of this dude. They want to fight him, and I was the same way. Nobody want to fight me. So I said, all right, let's go in there, show these fuckers he's not really good. So I went in there, as y'all seen, I went in there, I did whatever I wanted to do whenever I wanted to. I hit him whenever I wanted to. But I feel like if I went in there and rushed it, he could have got me out of there. So
now you went in there against a guy, yours, like when Ryan was telling me about you. And then we talked to Joey Beltran, and we talked to Jomi, and we talked to Brian and Howard and Jared. We've had everybody on your team through this show numerous times, but we've never had you yet until now. And now it's finally the time. Every one of them talks about your size for your weight class is like immense, right? But also your skill and like you're just naturally talented. Like Ryan says, you're one of the most naturally talented boxers he's ever seen in his life. And I swear to God, he said that about you. When I heard your size, 6'4", 79-inch reach, I'm like, they're not going to be able to find a fucking dude that's even going to be close to this guy's size. And then they announce your first fight and it's a weight class up against a guy exactly your fucking size. And I was like, holy shit, they found him somebody exactly his size. So we're not going to go in there. We're not going to see him go in there in his debut fight towering over somebody. And then a bunch of people are going to be like, oh, he's 6'4", fight a fucking 5'8" guy. You know what I mean? You went in there against Brandon Shavers, who is a good MMA fighter, a good mixed martial artist. It was a clash of styles, kind of MMA versus boxing, and I feel like you kind of did your thing.
And I'm gonna give a big shout out to my teammates too. All the names you said: Jared, Jomi, Beltran. Again, my coach, my dad, and Brandon. I'm proud. I'm happy, and that he has like accepted the fight. A lot of dudes wouldn't, and that surprised me when I got the phone call. But yeah, big shout out to him, Brandon.
So how soon? I maybe this is more of a conversation that we should have with Ryan, but how soon do we see you fighting like top level guys? Like obviously you're gonna need to beat 2 or 3 more. But I talked to him and he was like, man, this kid was like, I want Chad Mendes, I want Luis Palomino, and he was like, Bryce, that's not how the business works. You can't just have a fucking fight and then go fight the #1 pound for pound fighter in the world in your second. It just doesn't work like that. So realistically, at 22 years old, coming off of your debut fight, almost, unscathed, no injuries, perfectly fine. How soon are you trying to get back in there and just stay on your horse, continuing to stay busy and rack up a record here so that you can actually fight some of these guys that you were asking for?
If it was up to me, I'll go in there as soon as possible. But like you said, the game doesn't work like that. I'll go in there and fight. Like I said, I'll fight anybody. Palomino, Chad Mendes, anybody at 55. Y'all have to wait at 65. That's a little bigger. But like I said, I'll fight anybody. And if I got a call tonight, you got to fight in a month, I'll be ready. I'll fight anybody, man.
So they didn't throw anything your way yet when you like got out of that ring and went in the back and everything was done. Did Feldman come by and say, hey, whisper something to you? Like, oh, we're going to get you on this card soon, or you know what I mean? Like
he came to me and congratulated me and stuff, but I didn't hear nothing that night. So I was just going to wait. I'm still training. I'm still be in the gym. I'm still bust my ass, but until I get that phone call, I'm still in the gym.
Are you going to try to take boxing matches in between your bare knuckle fights?
Of course. I'm doing both. I'm doing both. Most definitely, I'm doing both. I'm trying to stay busy and active.
You were on the Triller card, right? You were on a Triller. Were you on Triller boxing?
It was a Triller Verse, I think. Triller Verse 2.
It was, that was actually my last boxing fight. It was at the Hard Rock.
Yeah.
Right. Would you be looking to like go back to them, or like maybe Game Bread Boxing? Game Bread's putting together these awesome cards right now with a lot of like really big names. And I know that Dean Toole runs Game Bread Boxing. I'm wondering if you're going to try to get on some of those cards in between the bare knuckle fights.
If any of those guys hit me up, I'll be more than glad to find any of those fights. I'll do it. I'll do bare knuckle and boxing. I don't really care who it is, but first they can't hit me up. First, I'll say they hit my dad up because I don't really deal with anybody, so I let them hit him first. But if they're down to hit like trying to get me there, I'll do it.
Is your dad? I know that he was in your corner that night for your debut. Is he your head coach, or how is this dynamic? Is he your manager / coach? Ryan's your coach. Like, how does your team work?
All right, Ryan. Y'all know Ryan Perez. Ryan is my head coach. My dad is my manager. He's my mental coach. Like Ryan's my physical coach, but my dad is my mental coach and my manager. But yeah.
He's like your PR guy, and he sets up your fights, huh?
Well,
get your mind right.
To get to me, you got to go to my dad first.
Yeah.
So, and that goes for anybody. Anybody who wants to try to get through me, you have to go through him first. You got to talk to him. I don't deal with any of that. You either hit him up or you hit Ryan up. So that's how that goes.
I noticed that you're posting a lot more on Instagram. I feel like your post doubled. Like there was nothing, because when Ryan was on, he's like, oh, I went on your Instagram while we were talking to Ryan live, and I went on. I think he got like 7 posts between like 2019 and 2023 or something like that. And he's like, yeah, he doesn't really go on social media much, this and that. But since the fight, I feel like it's ramped up a bit, which is it's really smart. Got to do it. Do you have somebody that you can rely on to do all that stuff? Is that like where your dad tried to help you through that stuff? Because I got to tell you what, with this show, I hate social media. I hate posting stuff. I always forget to do stuff. Every time I share something, someone's got something to say. It goes right up my ass. It drives me nuts. I hate it. So I can understand why you don't want to post. So do you have somebody handling that now? Because I feel like you posted a bunch of stuff recently.
Actually, since the amateurs, man, Ryan been on my ass about that. Because like I don't really like social media. Like, but that gets you to the top. Like nowadays, back then you have to do it that much. But now Ryan has been on my ass, post. Not even just Ryan, just my teammates, Brian, Howard, Jared. I'm like, post. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. If you want to reach to the top, you gotta do it. So after this fight, after I got good pictures, like quality pictures, I'm like, I think it's time to do it. Let's do it.
It's the sad truth nowadays, and it could affect your matchmaking. It could affect you getting fights, because nowadays they're like, oh, your manager could call up somebody and be like, hey, I got this fighter. He's really good. He can put on a great show. He can draw a crowd for you. And then this promoter might look up your Instagram and see that you don't have much of a following, or, you know what I mean? It sucks ass that is a reality, but they'll be like, oh, we got this kid, Bryce Henry, who's got a couple thousand followers over here, but we got this fucking half-ass fighter over here that has 57,000 followers. And he posts 7 times a day, and fucking people are constantly sharing his shit.
Yeah.
Let's put him on the card.
Money.
Sorry, Bryce. You know, it's fucking, it blows. But like Mike said,
it's a necessary evil.
Yeah, sometimes I hate the game because you will have a fighter who's not even that good, but he has all these followers. You have the following, you mess with him, and then the good fighters, they don't post that much. Like I know a lot of
because you're busy. You're busy training
and working. Like you would have a good fighter who doesn't do none of this social media shit, and he wouldn't get as far as a person who does and who's shit at fighting. So, but I understand that's how the game go. You got to do it if you want to succeed.
Hey, do you have a brother? Do you have a twin brother?
He's kind of like my twin, but we're not twins. We're actually like 16 months apart. My younger,
okay.
Bobby Henry, he's 5-0 with 3 knockouts. But yeah, we're not twins though. We're not twins.
Okay. Somebody asked us, and we were
somebody mentioned it somewhere.
Yeah, twin brothers. Are we going to see him maybe taking the gloves off and in the bare knuckle world?
I wouldn't advise him to, because I know that shit is very fucking dangerous. But if he wants to do it, I'm down for it. Look at this. Russ Maxim in the comments there. This guy has a very big, successful combat sports page. He says, I'm going to blow him up on the page for sure. So you got people that want to see you succeed. They want to see you blow up, and they want to see you on cards. And that's a good one right there, Max. Shout out to Russ, man. Good dude. Shout out to Russ. Appreciate it, man.
He runs the Extreme BK Fans page, and actually we're going to be giving away some tickets that Russ got for the Delray Beach card next week. So that'll be coming up. But that's huge fan, runs a big page, and he'll share. You put something out, he'll share it all over the place. So
I got a question for y'all. Are y'all gonna be there at that fight, the Delray?
No, we won't. We will not be there.
Dude, I wish we were, because we're always, do you know like who we are? Like, I know, like Ryan probably talks about us because we're cool with Ryan, but me and him are still full-time in the military, right? So we are at the mercy of what we're allowed to go to. Yeah. And for us to make it to more than one event a month is almost fucking impossible.
Right. That event happens to be on a weekend that I have drill. And I'm a platoon sergeant now, so it's even harder for me to get out of stuff because I have more responsibility than I did when we started the show. So it's like the better we get with the show, the more we can do, the more constraints I feel like getting put on me here. So it does get tough to make it places, but I'd love to be there.
No problem. I understand.
Yeah, man.
You going?
Of course.
Are you gonna be there? Yeah, you're gonna be there.
Definitely, I gotta be there, man. Support.
Howard's there, yeah.
Yeah, got to support Howard. Got to show your face in the crowd. Take pictures with people. That's what you got to do.
And post more. So
yeah. Hey, you know what you do when you go there? Try not to forget this. And it seems silly because I hate doing it too. This is another thing. When you go there, every single fighter you see, take a picture with them. Every single person. Take a picture with the announcers. Like, take a picture with Jeff Houston. Take a picture with David Feldman. Take a picture with every single person that's there. Post them all, tag them, do all that stuff. Get your name out there. Be there. Take pictures with fans. Put them all out. I'm telling you, it'll make a world of change for you.
And before I forget, thank you for your service, because my dad actually served in the Navy.
Oh, so, nice.
No
thank
problem.
You.
Tell your dad thank you for your service. We're always getting that thank you for your service stuff. But you know what? People might think it's arbitrary, but we do appreciate that for sure.
Yeah, we do. For sure.
No
it is awesome.
Take a picture with David and who else?
Take a picture with David. Take a picture with everybody. Like the ring announcer, the ring card girls. Get all the ring card girls around you. Put your arms around them. Boom. Take that picture. Put it up.
And then tell them to turn around and take the same picture again.
Yeah, that's right.
Most definitely.
That's what you got to do because everyone will see your face all over the place.
Nah, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Thank you, man.
It's really big. And you know who you could really learn something from? Like, no bullshit. I'm wearing his Guerrilla Warfare sweatshirt right now. Lorenzo Hunt.
Mm-hmm.
He has basically written the book on how to make yourself popular in this sport, because Mike and I have been to many events, right? We cover a lot of them live. Not as much as we wanted to be at, like we just talked about, but we've been to like 17 events now. And when Lorenzo's not fighting, he's at every fucking event.
Every event, yeah.
Every event. And he is always taking pictures with fans. He's always signing autographs. He's always out at the merchandise table talking to fans. He's the fucking dude is everywhere. And he's been everywhere. And I'm telling you, and now he's on the top. Right?
I just with him in the last one, and when I just fought, when I debuted it,
Yeah.
like ring, and like I took pictures of all the fans and stuff, and then I seen him, and I see my dad. He said, "Yo," he said, "Look who it is." I looked at him because like I'm familiar with Lorenzo. Shout out to him. And I seen. I said, "Let's get a picture, man." And then we took a picture. He talked to me like how the game go, like you look good and all this. I'm like, man, I appreciate it. We took a picture, posted it, and yeah, that's a cool dude, man.
He is. He really is. And he plays the persona. A lot of people like get aggravated by his antics and whatnot. But like Lorenzo is a fucking awesome dude. And like he's always treated us well. He's been on the show 12, 13 times. He always gives Mike and Mish a shout every time he's on. We love that dude. But like I said, other than just like being friends with him, he has really like laid the blueprint out for anybody that wants to figure out how to really like blow themselves up inside the BKFC world.
Yep.
Just talk to Lorenzo, man. He'd probably be a pretty decent mentor for you. And oh, by the way, he is a 2-division champion. And in our opinion, the number 1 pound for pound fighter in the world as far as Bareknuckle goes. The rankings just got updated, and Luis Palomino is still there. And it's not a shot against Luis. We love Luis too. But I believe that 8 knockouts in a row, 2 titles, 3 title defenses, the dude has earned the number 1 pound for pound, and he's not there yet. But anyways.
So Bryce, what is this next year? What does this year look like for you? What are you planning in your head? What does it look like when you say, hey, by December 2023, this is what I want to accomplish?
I feel like in Bareknuckle, I feel like it's easier to get out there and like you get exposed more. So I feel like by the end of this year, I'll probably be a whole fucking superstar. Probably I might even be a champion if I put my cards right. If me and my dad, Ryan, my team, we play our cards right, I might even be a champion this year or the beginning of next year, probably.
You're thinking 3-0, 4-0 by the end of the year?
Probably 5. Maybe 5. Maybe 5. I don't know. Like I said, I'll fight
every 2 months.
He's taking a page out of your teammate Gogo Slaveski's book. Gogo's the man. He fought 5 times in what, 9 months? Five times in 9 months.
Gogo was a fucking beast. I ain't gonna cap. Gogo, Howard, Jared, all them boys, Brian. I don't know how the hell he did it, but he did it. My hands would be on fire. But that was a fucking beast. Like,
So let's talk about your team. Let's talk about that camp for a second. Like I said, we've had all them guys through here, and we've asked them all about you, and they all say the same thing. And we kind of ask them all the same. Who's the craziest motherfucker in the slaughterhouse boxing gym? Who's the craziest guy in KO zone there?
That's a good question because all of us are fucked up. Literally, the whole team is fucked up, but they're very, very cool guys, bro. Like you'll love them.
Did you freeze up? You there? I think he did.
Look at that picture, Bryce. You froze, and he's got like a
thinking. Oh, there he is. He's back at it again.
We lost you. Who's the craziest? Who'd you say?
Like we all fucked up, though. Okay, I can't say who the craziest, but I'll say it's either Jared, Gogo, or Brian.
Yeah, go, Brian.
Brian Duran is the most common answer that we get out of your gym.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Brian Duran. But Jared also gets some love in that category as well.
Which is funny because on the surface, he's very quiet. He's a very quiet guy. Those are the guys you got to look out for. Those quiet guys, man. In the public eye, he's like real nice, really very quiet, keeps to himself, you know. And then behind the scenes, he's just wilding out, I guess.
Bruh, like actually know that nigga, dog. He is hell. Bruh, the shit he'll do and say, like, bruh, like, what the fuck? Nah, I'm gonna add HD in there too, cause HD's a crazy motherfucker too. So,
Gotta love that team over there.
Yeah. Man, we've been down in Hollywood, Florida, like Pembroke Pines, a few times for fights and stuff, but we never made the ride to your gym. And man, next time we're there, 100%, we got to stop by and do some interviews and do some recording and just hang out because we've never been there.
Nah, I feel like if you catch us all together, bro, we need like a fucking whole reality TV, bro. That shit is crazy. Like every time we get together, it's a whole movie, bro. Even Ryan, like,
oh, Ryan's the best.
That
dude.
Us all together, the whole team, bro, it's gonna be a fucking movie, bro. That shit is crazy, bro.
Ryan is like one of the funniest people I think I know without trying to be funny. That dude just cracks us up.
Yes.
With some of the shit that he says, he's so
very
blunt,
calm too.
He's so blunt and honest about so much shit. He doesn't fucking sugarcoat anything, and it cracks me up every single time.
That's why I love him, man. That's why I love
straight shooter. That guy's a straight shooter, man.
I love that man, bro. He'll keep it real every time. He don't care who you is. He's not gonna sugarcoat nothing.
When keeping it real goes right.
You know what he said to me? So I send him a message and I go, "You're not in New Orleans with Bryce for his debut?" He goes, "That kid doesn't need anything from me. I'll get him at the next one."
For real, that's exactly what he told me. Like, oh man, like, all right, you right. Hey, yeah, man, Ryan's something else though.
Yeah. Well, man, I can't wait I hope they book you right away. I would love to see you, on that April 29th Denver card because you are a young potential superstar that they have here, and on a card that has Mike Perry, Luke Rockhold, Eddie Alvarez, Chad Mendez, Christine Faria, Beck Rollins, Ben Rothwell, whoever the fuck he's fighting. So many people are going to be tuned in to this card. This is the one that they need to showcase all their young up and coming talent. And I feel like guys like yourself and like, I don't know if you know who Tony Soto is. I think Tony Soto is a homegrown talent that they have in there. These are the guys that they should be throwing on that card underneath all these huge names.
Yep.
So April 29th, I hope you're booked for that one, man. You should call up Ryan, tell your dad, call Ryan. Them two brilliant minds get together and find you an opponent for Denver.
First, I appreciate it again, and like I said, if they talk and then we get an offer, you'll most definitely see me again. Either if I can't find on that, you'll see me very, very soon. So,
oh shit! Look at Guerrilla Warfare in the comments. Let's run Bryce versus Soto.
I don't know who Soto is, but
yeah. Tony's gonna be on tomorrow night. He's a 4-0 155er.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he's a 4-0 155er. He's a really good boxer. He
fought on the Go-Go card in South Carolina recently.
Yeah.
Out of you, only person I watched was Go-Go. I? But I'm most definitely gonna look him up. I'm gonna see who he is, and like I said, I'll fight anybody if the money's right. So I'm there.
I think he fought a guy from your gym, actually.
Wayne
Reed?
Wayne Reed.
Oh,
yeah, Wayne.
Oh,
he's the guy who fought him.
Oh.
Yes, he is the guy that. Who the hell did
him and Brian have a little bit of
him
beef
and
going
Brian
on.
Duran have a beef going
yeah,
on.
they do.
Right. That's right. So
I will definitely fight him. If I one of my teammates,
There you go.
Hell no. And like, if you beef with any of us, you beef with all of us, bro. That's how that shit go, bro. We very loyal. You beef with one, you beef with all. So like, you got a problem with any of my teammates, HD, Jared, Brian, my brother, my dad, Ryan. You got to see me or any of them. So.
Well, that's the best. That's like that's one of the best things about the sport is you do get to fight. You know how people talk shit in other sports and you see them like, okay, they're playing basketball, you're playing football, whatever, baseball. People talk shit, but they don't fight. You get thrown out if you fight. But in this sport, if you talk shit to each other or someone talks shit to your boy and you want to fight them, you get to fight them if you're in the same weight class, I guess. But I mean, what's better than that? Now we get to see, hey, I'm going to fucking kick your ass. Okay, let's do it. That's what we do. That's our thing.
And that too, like I could fight them, but do they want to fight me? That's the real question. I'll fight anybody at 155, anybody. And then when I'm done with that, I'll probably go up 65. But I'll fight anybody. It's that the real question is, will they fight me? So
yeah, I hear that's the biggest challenge that your management is finding is finding you opponents that will fight you. So hopefully it starts to pan out in the future. You start getting fights left and right. People want to fight you, and you go ahead and build your name. And by the end of the year, you're 5-0, like you said.
Yeah.
Dude, we don't want to take all your time tonight, but we're gonna play a game called "Oh Hell No."
all right,
Hell
this
no.
guy. Oh hell no, motherfucker! No way. All
Let's
right. So, Mike, what are the rules to this game?
So check it out, right? Let me bring this up here. It's just going to be a couple of things that if you were in that situation, you would say, oh, hell no. I don't want this shit to happen. But you got to pick one of them. It's kind of like That's Brutal, what we just did. I don't know if you saw what we did with Brutal Bostwick, but we came a couple of things like shitty things you had to pick one of the two shitty things what you'd rather do out of the two. So it kind of goes up that line. It's like a this or that type of thing. So without further ado, there's a new movie that just came out. That's what this one's based on. The first question.
Number one. Oh, hell no. Cocaine Bear or Cocaine Gorilla?
Ooh. If you had to choose between one of them to battle out, which one and why?
Neither fucking one. What?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Which one do you think you could survive against? I would not. Here's the thing. The gorilla. All right. I'm going to just steal this for a second. That's the number one thing I'm afraid of is getting caught by a gorilla. Like a bear, yeah, I feel like you're going to be dead anyways with a lion, whatever. But a gorilla, man, it's going to fuck you, tear your arm off, and just beat you over the head with it.
I don't know, because neither. But if I had to choose, I'll say, fuck. I'll say probably the gorilla. Probably.
Going after him, trying to knock him out?
Probably. Oh, hell. Listen, you trying to get me killed. You trying to get me killed. No,
he's just going to use his footwork and his speed, and he's going to get away.
I can't outrun that shit either. But, like, I feel like the gorilla probably just, like, bite you and, like, beat you up, like, pretty fucking bad. But that bear it's going for the kill. Like, it's going for the kill. It's going to kill you. Like,
it's going to maul you to death.
It's going to eat you, right?
I'm going with the gorilla. Yeah, most definitely.
By the way, the guy who sits right next to me at work went and saw Cocaine Bear over the weekend, and he said it was fucking awesome. So I'm like, awesome, God damn it, now I got to see it. Here we go, number two.
Number two, stuck on top of a Ferris wheel or stuck in an elevator. Which one you choosing?
Oh, yeah. Oh, hell no.
See? Oh, hell no.
I'm claustrophobic, so I'll go with the Ferris wheel. Why? Like I said, no to the elevator. I'm claustrophobic. I get to tripping. I'm probably get to sweating.
Yeah.
Like I don't like small, like closed spaces like that. But I feel like, yeah, hell no. Yeah, I'm going with the Ferris wheel.
Go with that Ferris wheel. At least you got a good view for a while until it fucking picks up.
Hopefully it doesn't get cold.
Just chill.
Yeah, strong wind. And the strong wind comes through. Here you go. Number three. Would you rather? Oh hell no! Plane loses an engine, or a plane loses part of the roof, flies off midair.
Right, so you hit me.
Someone comes out.
You hit me with these death questions.
Death question. Baba Yaga shit.
Yeah, I'm going to losing the part on the roof. Nah, fuck, hell. Wait, hold on.
Dude, can you imagine the roof coming off of an airplane and then you get sucked out of the roof?
I'm about
and
to
you're
say,
just flying through the air, and you're like, wait, that's my plane over there. And now you're just falling.
I'm fucked either way. So like, huh?
No, you could stay in though. You could stay in. You're just gonna have to be in there with that mask on and shit. Who knows?
I'm going to the roof. I'm going to the roof. I'm going to the roof.
Yeah, make sure that you help the person next to you with their oxygen mask first before.
Oh,
you
no.
put yours.
No, you're gonna put your own on first.
Oh,
Come on,
okay.
now we
Fuck
know
them
this.
people.
Fuck them.
Yo, Bryce, you want to hear something crazy? I'm
What
gonna
was
go off topic for a second, or off track.
Mhm.
I was on a military Air Force C-17 aircraft at 30,000 feet, and we had two aircraft. We had two helicopters inside the plane.
It's a big ass plane.
It's a huge plane. Two helicopters inside of a C-17. The bottom, there's like this little thing at the bottom of the aircraft that you could bleed the fucking fuel tank, right? They pop off because of the pressure. It starts shooting fuel all inside the aircraft, right? So they have to do an emergency nosedive to Puerto Rico, right? So they say reach under your seat and put that shit on your head. I didn't know what the fuck this was, so I reach on and I pick it out, open it. It's this bag, right? That you put this bag over your head, and there's these two hooks. And you pull the hooks and it fills it with oxygen. So you're sitting there with like a fucking space bag on your head, breathing the oxygen in as you're nose diving towards the earth. And the guy's like, don't remove the bag until I tell you. Dude, they waited until, talk about claustrophobic. Imagine having a bag of air on your head all the way till the bag is like touching your face like this. And like it's 200 degrees in the bag and you're fucking nose diving towards the earth, and they're like, switch bags, and we take the bag off and we put the other one on, pull it, and it fills back up again, and then we safely land in Puerto Rico. Scariest fucking thing I think I've ever done in my entire life.
Hell no, I don't really do planes. Like that's why I hate traveling. I hate planes, bro. Like, isn't the C-7 like that big ass like Call of Duty ship?
Yeah,
a C-17 is huge. A C-17 can hold. Yeah. We were loading Lakota helicopters in, and it could hold two helicopters plus all the blades and all the side shit. It's huge. It's a big plane. That was scary as fuck. So, yeah. Anyways, I don't even really.
Yeah, there
know
is one on Call of Duty, C-17 Globemaster. Yeah.
There you go. See, video games are smartening everybody up. Number 4.
Yeah. Number 4, lost in the woods or lost in the desert.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, I ain't lying. I'm most definitely going with the woods. Most definitely.
Yeah. I think that's smart. Why do you say that?
I feel like there's way more resources in the woods than the damn desert.
Yeah.
And plus, like, who wants to be? I mean, it's hot in the woods probably too, like damp and all that. But
smart kid, man.
I feel like there's no shade in the damn desert. There's no shade.
Yeah, you could be screwed, man. You could be real screwed in the desert. It's too hot, man. No water.
Get bit in the ass by a damn rattlesnake, you're fucked. I ain't care.
Or you run into a cocaine cowboy, cocaine bear or a cocaine gorilla in the freaking woods. Depends on where you are.
Yeah, but you could build a shelter. You could climb a tree.
That's right. You can for sure.
You got hide, fucking more food resource, all that shit, water.
Sharpen a stick. Cover yourself in mud like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Predator. Say you.
Mud. One of them. I'll be safe.
All right, last question. Lost at sea in a boat with crazy weather or calm seas, just stuck in the water? Out in the middle of the ocean, floating in calm water, or in a boat in the middle of the ocean with crazy weather?
Oh, hell no to both of them, first of all. But I feel like, fuck. Most definitely in the boat.
In the boat.
Yes.
Why?
You know why.
Yeah, cause like shit in that water, like, bro, there's so much shit in that water. Like,
you don't know what's underneath you.
I don't feel safe in that boat. Like, I don't know. Even though I'm gonna be throwing up like a motherfucker, cause like all the rocking and shit. But yeah, most definitely the boat.
But at least you're in the boat, right? Yeah.
I feel like it's scary with the calm seas. You could see the shit like under you. bro. Like hell no.
No way. See, look at Susan Walker in the comments says floating in water. No fucking way, Susan. Do you know how much shit? There's dinosaurs in the ocean. There's monsters in there, dude. There's no way. No fucking way. That's why, like, I've been out on boats where people will they'll drive way out into the ocean, or be on some jet skis and you're way out in the ocean, and they're like, "Oh, shut the engine down. Let's fucking swim for a minute." Like, what? No. What are you, crazy?
Dude, I ain't
Jaws
swimming
is
in
out
any water like that, man. So one time, I'll give you a quick story about Florida. My dad lives in Orlando, right? And my dad's fucking tapped in the skull. So we're on this boat. We're like kneeboarding and shit in a lake. Okay. And I'm from Rhode Island. Okay. So if I know I'm going to Florida, I know there's such thing as alligators. Not where I live, there's no fucking alligators. But I know about alligators and crocodiles. He's like, they stay towards the outside, and which is mostly true, right? Like, so there's a bunch of boats in the middle. They're not going to be out there fucking around. They stay away from that shit. So we happen to go down though, like these little river, paths and shit. So we're coming back out to go back to kneeboarding again. And we barely get out of the high grass and shit. And we pause for a little bit. And my dad's like, "I'm going to take a dive, buddy." Okay, cool. He's like, "You coming in?" I'm like, "Hell no, I'm not going in that friggin' water. Are you crazy, dude? I'm not kneeboarding. I ain't kneeboarding. I'm just chilling on the boat the whole time." I didn't kneeboard one time. I ain't going in that water. But this dude jumps in the water. He swims 10, 15 feet away from the boat. He's doing a back float. He's just chilling, right? Next thing I know, I look over and there's a fucking alligator just floating on by. Got to be 5 feet away from him. And I was like, "Yo, this alligator." I start yelling, right? And he's like, he looks over nonchalantly, not even rushing, just fucking swimming all slow. Jumps in with it. And he's like, "Wow, that was pretty close, huh, buddy? That was crazy." And I was like, "Oh my God, dude, what? You almost died just now. That thing gets a hold of you. Forget it. It's gonna spin you around, fucking snap your bones in half, and you'll become a shit in a few days."
But don't if you panic, that's when you really they'll attack you, you're fucked.
Yeah, I guess he knows what he's doing, because I would have panicked. I panicked. I was on the boat.
If that played the second album, definitely would have shit myself. I would have been tripping.
No way. Fuck
that. My dad and his brother, they lived in Lakeland, Florida, and they used to go to the local golf courses, and one would tie a rope around his waist and go diving for golf balls, while the other one held the rope and looked out for alligators. That's some cartoon. Yeah, yeah. And if they saw one, they'd pull, he'd come back in. You know what I mean?
Golf balls.
What if that rope snap?
What's that?
I said, what if that rope snap?
Well, then he's fucking dead.
Then he becomes a snack.
Well, and then I wouldn't be here. You know what I mean? I'd still, I'd just be a dream. You know? Hey, Ryan Perez says to ask Bryce about his first flight with him.
Oh my.
All right, I like the reaction here. We've got to hear this.
First flight. What was that?
Like I said, Ryan is Ryan's an asshole. Ryan, and he'll let it be known. At the gate, he asshole. So my first flight, I was an amateur, right? I was an amateur. I forgot where we were going. I think it was Georgia, someplace, Georgia or someplace. And then Ryan said, "Okay, when we go on the plane, I got a video to show you." I'm happy. Oh, what do you think he about to show me? Something as far as some girl or something. Let's do it. I'm young at the time, very young. I'm probably 16, 17, 18, one of those. And then he said, "I got a video to show you." He said, "I can't tell you what though." I said, "All right." So now I'm happy. I'm geeked up. I'm ready. So we board on the plane, and then I sit right next to Ryan. I literally sit right next to Ryan. So that's when Ryan said, "You ready for that video?" I said, "All right, let's go. I'm happy now. So boom, he took his phone out, he flipped it, and I'm watching it. This asshole shows me planes crashing right before we take off.
Oh man, that's funny, dude.
He said, the most scariest time, the time you're fucked is when the plane take off, and then when they're landing. That's the only time you got to worry about. But when you're in the flight, you're in the sky, you're good. But other than that, just worry about that." And now he just showed me this, and I'm like, "Damn, Ryan,
That's
yeah,
so
he's
funny.
Percentage wise, he's right. I mean,
What an asshole.
things
Yeah.
taken off and is, you can really fuck things up. At least when you're landing, you can kind of glide. There's a lot of systems to help you. But taking off, you just never know.
The landing is like sometimes the landing gets a little sketchy, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting older and I feel like I'm gonna die every once in a while.
Yeah. Maybe.
I'm trying to think. When was it? I think when was it? I think we had to take 2 flights for the Bareknuckle 36, right? The one my debut. So
Yep.
I think from Fort Lauderdale to Charlotte was
Yeah,
easy.
probably.
Probably the best flight I ever had in my whole life, right? But Charlotte to Louisiana, that was my worst flight ever, dog. I thought I was gonna pass out, like throw up. Bro, like I thought I have a panic attack on that motherfucking plane, bro.
You want to know what though?
I'm looking at my dad looking at me like, oh yeah, this might be it. Like,
That's it. Yeah, give me a hug.
for
I'm
real.
about to pay for that Wi-Fi so I can start talking to my family.
Well, Bryce, soon enough, maybe you'll be private jet flying and
That's
you don't
what
have
I'm
to worry
saying.
about all that shit, man.
Most definitely, man.
You'll be flying so much you'll be able to go to sleep on airplanes and shit. No problem.
Nah, man.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna be scared of that shit.
People will start breaking your balls because you took a half-an-hour flight instead of a 2-hour drive. You know what I mean?
Yep. That's going to be you 2 years from now. You'll be like, a flight? Well, whatever.
Well,
No big
hey,
deal.
it was awesome talking with you tonight, getting to know you a little bit. I hope people all watch this shit and they all get to know you because you seem like you have a very bright future. You're only 22 years old. You're 6'4", and you're fucking very talented. We'll give you a minute. Say a few final words, and then we'll let you get on your way tonight.
All right, first off, I'd like to thank God because without Him, none of this be possible. I'd like to thank you guys for having me. And then that too, we got to meet in person, man. I got to meet y'all. But
Yeah, absolutely.
We will.
I'd like to thank my sponsors, my dad, Ryan, my brothers, my teammates, my sponsors. Yeah, man, my supporters, my fans, everybody who tuned in that night, everybody who tuning in now. I'd like to thank y'all, man. I appreciate it.
There it is. Bryce, hey, with the Baba Yaga nickname.
Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga.
Baba
Yaga. Isn't it Yaga? It's Baba Yaga?
Baba Yaga.
You should tell people that because, people be messing it up. I'm messing it up.
Especially they love fucking it up. I'm like, bro, like Baby Yaga. Like, how the fuck?
On Tapology, it says baby.
Yeah, it's Baba Yaga or Baba Yaga. Okay.
I don't know.
Tell us what's the origin story of you getting that nickname? Because isn't that like isn't that like a thing
A lady that eats babies and
eats
shit.
babies or whatever? What is this?
Everybody's like, when they say about, it's a witch. It's not a witch. Well, I mean, technically kind of is, but it's not the boogeyman. It's the person you send to kill the boogeyman. Now, how I got from my father. So, like, when I was an amateur growing up, like, you know how you spar? I didn't take, like, pity or mercy on anybody. Still to this day, I don't. So, like, every person they thought was good, like in Florida, like around this area, I went and my whole goal was to fuck them up and embarrass them. Like, every guy you thought was good, top guy, like amateur, all that, I would go there to the gym just to fuck them up. Even to the pros nowadays, I would just go there and just that was my whole goal, like, just to go and fuck them up the whole time. So my dad seen that. Everybody's seen that. I couldn't get my sparring because of that shit anymore. So he said, "Damn, man, like, you ever watch John Wick?" I'm like, "No." He said, "You should watch it." He said, your name now is Baba Yaga. And
oh, yeah.
I actually watched it. I'm like, damn, like, that's lit, man. And then that too, Ryan and my dad asked me, like, my name, because I was about to go pro around that time. He said, what do you want your name to be? Like, your ring name. So I'm thinking, like, damn, I don't got shit. I ain't coming up with nothing. Like, I'm like, damn, what's going on? And then, like, a few days later, my dad said, why don't you go with Baba Yaga? You remember that name I gave you? I said, oh, shit. And then it really stuck with me. So I'm like, yeah, let's go with that.
Tough.
Nice.
That is tough.
I like it.
We like it, man. We like it. We like your personality. We like what we saw in the debut, and we can't wait to see the next show. We will see you at some point, hopefully sooner than later, all right?
Most definitely, man. I appreciate it, my guy. I appreciate it, man.
All right. Well, thank you for coming on tonight. Mike, you got anything else for Bryce?
Nah, thank you so much, and hopefully we see you soon.
Yes, sir. I thank you. I appreciate it again, man. I appreciate it.
All right, brother.
man.
Have a good night.
Take it easy.
You too, guys.
There it is, man. That's Baba Yaga. The fucking Bryce Henry. That's the guy. That's the guy we've been hearing about for 6 months from Ryan Perez about the biggest up and coming prospect they have in Bareknuckle. 6'4", 79-inch reach, 5-0 in pro boxing, 4 knockouts. Goes in there against Brandon Shavers in his debut. Brandon Shavers, a successful mixed martial artist, and he just does his thing, dude. It was awesome. Fucking great to talk to him.
It was good. It was good to talk to him finally, because like you said, we've been hearing about him for a while, and it's awesome. So people get to know him. He was very cool, very cool. See, he should post more.
Yep. Hey, so big news today. Big news. We talked about it a couple times throughout the show here. Chad Mendez is fighting Eddie Alvarez. Luke Rockhold's fighting Mike Perry. Huge top of the bill there, on top of having Christine Faria fighting Beck Rollins and Ben Rothwell. I'm assuming we're going to get his opponent very soon.
Yeah.
That card right now.
Rumored to be Josh Watson, possibly.
Yeah, rumored to be Josh Watson. Dude, I wanted to, you know what? I wish I had the graphics to pull up, because Mike, last night I made graphics, right? I made graphics for Luke Rockhold. I made a graphic for Darren Till. I made a graphic for Nate Diaz. I made a graphic for Cowboy Cerrone. I made a graphic.
Yeah.
I had guesses in my head, just waiting. And I had them all locked and loaded, ready to go. So the second David Feldon makes this announcement on MMA Hour with Ariel Helwani, I could blast it. So then I do that. I wish I could show you them, because that's how our minds work. That's how we are, me and Mike over there. We're always like trying to figure things out ahead of time for our audience, so that we can put the news out the second it comes out. And we had it right. I mean, we one of 4 was right. And did you see it? Did you see it being Luke Rockhold?
No, I did not. I did not see it being Luke Rockhold. I did not know until the 13th hour, as they say. Is that what it's called? Yeah. I didn't know. I didn't know.
And Susan Walker's in the comments, and she's asking, what are your thoughts on it? I absolutely fucking love it. And I know that Luke Rockhold has been on kind of the losing end recently in his MMA career, but you gotta remember, there's no more grappling, slams, kicks, knees, elbows, none of that shit anymore. It's just hands. It's just a little dirty boxing. And I really feel like he has nice hands and he could do his thing. Eddie Alvarez is like fucking made.
He's the underground king for a reason, right?
Eddie Alvarez said on the MMA Hour today that he's had 10 times more street fights than he has inside the cage. And that dude has a ton of fights inside the professional MMA cage, whether it be Bellator, Strikeforce, UFC, 1FC, wherever it may be. That dude has fought everywhere. He has been successful everywhere. He's held belts everywhere. And for him to be able to shed the gloves and just go back to his roots of just fighting in the streets, bare knuckle fist fighting, I love it. I absolutely love both of those signings. I want to address something that a lot of people in the comments were upset about.
These comments, our comments?
Well, not tonight. Some of the posts that we made today.
Yes.
In the comments. And also I was getting direct messages from people asking these questions that were very, very upset. The $49.99 pay-per-view. Okay. So the $49.99 pay-per-view.
Yeah, we heard a little bit something important here. Something good.
So we did hear something important today that has not been put out to the mass public, and I have gotten the green light to go ahead and say this. $49.99 is the cost of the pay-per-view, and that fucking irks a lot of people that paid the $49.99 for the year. Their beef is, $49.99 gets me every event for the year. I believe there's probably some fine print in there, but either way, if you are a subscriber to the BKFC app and you have paid for the $49.99 year for the app, you will get a 50% discount code sent to you, and you will be paying half price for the $49.99. The $49.99 pay-per-view is for those who are not subscribed to the app. You understand? So it's going to be a $25 extra charge. And I hope everybody can understand that they're bringing in big names that come with big dollars involved. And they have to pay the salaries of these fighters. I know the argument from the BKFC fans and the BK loyalists that are on is that why can't they just build the card with their talent that they already have? Yeah, they could, but they're trying to grow the company and grow the sport. And the way to grow the company and grow the sport is to bring in bigger names and bring more eyeballs to the sport. Also putting their own fighters on that same card so people can see their own homegrown talent. What they're doing is bringing in these massive names, putting them at the top of the bill, and then loading it up with their own fighters. And if it has to come with an extra little charge in order to do it once a year, this is only the third pay-per-view in the history of the company. They have been giving away their product for 5 fucking years, dude. Think
Pretty
about
much.
that. They've been giving it away. You know what it's like?
Great.
It's like a drug dealer that gets, it's like, you ever watch that show Snowfall? If you haven't, watch it. I'm watching it right now. Snowfall. When the kid Franklin, who's a coke dealer in Snowfall, meets this dude and he learns what crack is, right? It takes place obviously in like the early 80s, late 70s. He learns what that is. He tells his boys, we're just going to give it away. We're just going to give it away. And he's like, why the fuck would we do that? Why would we give away the product? He's like, we're going to give away the product because they're going to fall in love with it and they're all going to come fucking back.
Yeah.
That is what they
back for more.
That is what they've been doing for 5 years. Can you imagine that it has been $4.99 a month up until just January? It went up to $7.99 a month in January. But up until January, it was $5 a month.
$5 for everything.
And then $49.99 for the year. And right now it's $7.99 a month, and it goes up to $49.99 a year. And now with this pay-per-view in Denver, anybody that buys the app and subscribes to it from now until the April card will get that 50% promo code.
You want to know what's funny?
It just seems like a no fucking brainer.
You want to know what's funny though?
What's that?
A lot of people drink coffee, right?
Yeah.
And they don't always make it at home. So let's say some people go every day and buy a coffee. I make my coffee 4 days a week. And on Friday, I treat myself to a Dunkin' because I drive in myself, right? I don't take the rideshare van. Every time you wake up and you go to wait, let's say Dunkin' Donuts, and you say you get a large coffee, you're paying $3 and change. If you do that every friggin' day, you're paying $15 for 5 days, right? If you go to Starbucks and you get a large fucking coffee, you're paying like $6 change for a damn coffee. Boom, right there on the spot. That's a whole fucking month of BKFC events for one freaking coffee. One. And we never think about that. Also, if we go to dinner, right? You and I, we go out to get some dinner. We could go and fucking spend like $100 on dinner. And for what, 2 hours we sat there? We had 2 drinks. We had a dinner, maybe an appetizer. We get the hell out of there, right? We spent $100 like nothing. It's gone. I'm taking a shit and it's all forgotten about.
Yeah.
Don't complain about that.
Dude. So
how about a whole fucking year of fights for that price?
Here's what I was saying.
Crazy.
Here's what I was saying to somebody today. They're like, yeah. And I'm not shitting on the people that I'm talking to, right? I love all these. I love everybody, all the supporters of the show. Thank you for
put it into perspective.
So I say to him, he says, aren't they getting a little greedy now? I'm like, getting a little greedy. I said, who's greedy? Is it the guy who's trying to grow the sport and bring more eyes to the sport, thus growing the sport for everybody that's already inside the sport. So is it that guy, or is it the guy who is spending $100 for the entire year? $49.99 for the year, $49.99 for the pay-per-view, $100. Call it 40 events for the year. Divide 100 by 40. You're paying $2.50 an event. Who's the greedy one?
Interviews.
You guys are getting the entire fight library.
The betting show.
The betting show. You're getting our show on there. You're getting all the fucking countdowns. You're getting all that shit for $2.50 an event. You get all that other shit involved. I mean, I don't think anybody should be complaining about the $49.99 pay-per-view.
And if you go to the event, you get a little bit of a special privilege when you go there. If you are a BKFC app subscriber, they have a special line, like a fast track line that you go to, and you get in faster, and you get special things when you go there too. So they're starting to like amp up, like, hey, if you're a subscriber, you get to come over here, and there's going to be so-and-so, and they'll give you a
spin a wheel.
Yep. You spin a wheel, you get free shit. You got, maybe Elvin Brito signing a picture. You've got that. And that's just for being a subscriber. They give away free shit to you. You get in quicker. It is a lot of benefits, So, hey, it's all fun. It's all worth it. I think.
All right. I think we fucking beat that up. But
yeah.
Anyways, BKFC 37 is this weekend. All right. We got a show tomorrow night. We got Tony Soto on tomorrow night. We got Cutman G on tomorrow night, dude. Guillermo Perez is going to be on. You all know who that is.
Yeah.
We're going to talk to him tomorrow night. There was a little controversy at Knucklemania 3. He's got a fight coming up. We're going to talk about some things with him. Then we got Tony Soto after him. And then we got the champ, or the former heavyweight champion, just lost to Alan Belcher. Arnold Adams is going to come on tomorrow night after Tony Soto. And we're going to talk to the former champ, the two-time BKFC heavyweight champ, the two-time Police Gazette heavyweight champ. He's going to be on with us tomorrow night. We're going to hear all his thoughts. So tune in tomorrow night. This weekend is London. The week after, is it the week after? No, 2 weeks after that, you got 2 weeks after that, you got Del Rey. Week after that, you got fucking Virginia.
Norfolk, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a Bullfrog says Adam's got some explaining to do. Well, tune in tomorrow night. And hey, huge shout out before we shout out our sponsors one more time. Andy Wynn, dude, the Crazian.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys saw her post today, but she did a cool post today wearing a Mission Accomplished shirt on her story. It was very cool of her. She said for anybody that hasn't already followed the Instagram page or subscribed to our pages, if you subscribe to Mission Accomplished's stuff, you can win an autographed picture of Andy Wynn, which is very fucking cool of her. We didn't ask her to do that. It was very nice of her. Go check her out. Go follow Andy Wynn, the Crazian herself. You guys all saw her fight in January. Very cool. And and dude,
like out of the blue,
it was very cool. And also, she might have some of the best, most tastiest beef jerky ever made.
I love it. Like I love that beef jerky. When I opened that bag of beef jerky, I tried to eat like a quarter of the bag so I could have it a few times, right? 3-4 times, sit down. I ate the whole fucking thing, dude. I ate a whole fucking bag of beef jerky. The whole fucking thing.
You guys don't know how important that is.
Bag of beef jerky?
No, well, I do it all the time because
I love it.
Fat fuck, but you don't eat. You eat like a bird. He
do.
Eats like a little kid. Mike's a chicken tenders kind of guy when you go out to dinner with him, ladies. So if he ever gets divorced,
not necessarily. It's just because we go to places I don't like.
Yeah,
like the fucking
hibachi
hibachi grill place. I could.
Well, we were invited by a fucking.
You know what I mean? But that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, what the hell do I get here? But But I don't eat a lot though. In one sitting, he is right. I do not do it.
He does not eat a lot.
I got some pictures here.
Oh shit! There it is. There she is in a Mission Accomplished crop top right there. There's. It's impressive. There it is. Win an autographed picture of me just by following the Mission Accomplished. That's pretty fucking awesome of her, man. I can appreciate the shit out of that. So everybody should go follow her. follow us, buy some of our beef jerky, and everybody's happy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was cool. I'm buying some of that beef jerky.
Yeah, I'm buying it
100%.
too. And go check out our sponsors, Guerrilla Warfare Apparel, promo code Mike and Mish, get 15% off. Buy some of the shit that we're always wearing on the show because it's so comfortable and it's fucking awesome. Norcom Mortgage, Mike Mish, best in the business, top 1% in the country. The guy is going to get you any fucking loan that you need to make your home owner fucking dreams come true. Hit up Mike, 860-884-2103. What's Poppin' Corn Snacks? Go check them out. BKBetShark and Condemned Labz supplements, some of the best in the business, and you're going to see Condemned Labz all over so many fighters now. They're like catching right up with Guerrilla Warfare for real. They're on Big Ben. They're on Jeremy Smith. They're on a few of these other guys that we've seen. But, you know, in Condemned We Trust, hit up them and use promo code Mike and Mish, get 10% off. And with that said, we got a show to do tomorrow night. So I think we've had enough of you guys tonight.
Yeah.
Mike, what do you got to say?
I got to do pee-pee.
You got to go do peepees? All right.
I got to go do pee-pees.
Peace, people.
Peace, everyone.